Hi Leo, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general read for May 2020. It's a general read for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 1st through the 15th of 2020. General reading, Leo, so the messages won't resonate with all of you guys. Just take the ones that do and leave the rest. I deeply appreciate that. And if you're looking into matters of love, and your Venus happens to be in the sign of Leo, you're in the right spot, okay? I have two decks of cards because there are going to be two rows. The top row is what's going on outside of you and around you, and the bottom row is what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking and feeling? And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull your reading. What's going on outside of Leo? What's happening in Leo's world? First card out is the moon. What is going on for Leo? What's happening in Leo's world? Okay. First card's Nine of Cups. Second card, Six of Swords. They came out together. And then the bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. Okay, we're going to do the bottom row. What is going on inside of Leo? What are they thinking and feeling? What's going on in Leo's mindset and in their heart? What's happening for them at this time? What are they thinking about? What are they feeling? Come on, Leo, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Eight of Cups, below the moon. Wheel of Fortune, below the Nine of Cups. And we have the Hanged Man below the Six of Swords. The bottom of the deck is the High Priestess, which is below the Five of Wands. Okay, Leo. I always start with the top row. And here's your positive energies, or your general energies, should I say. With the Five of Wands, I really feel like for some of you, we're talking about changes. Fives always indicate changes. Changes in what way? Well, for some of you, it's in relationships around you, okay? For some of you, you've been having some disagreements within a social setting. It could be within a social group of friends, within a small, tight-knit group. It could also be within your family. But with the Five of Wands, it's definitely heated discussions, heated arguments, disagreements, misunderstanding. For some of you, it's competition. Okay. I think there's fear involved here. There could be ego involved here. Definitely some of you are in an unhealthy situation. It's an unhealthy situation all around. And you see it, you feel it. And I think you want to move away from it. And you want a new beginning. And you've gone within with the Hermit to find the answers. And if you haven't, this card is saying you really need to do that. That's part of your journey. That's why the Ten of Wands is here. Because whatever this situation is, you have a lot to learn from it. At least one lesson, if not more, for moving forward. Remember, a cycle in a person's life is from 1 to 10. 10 being the end of the cycle, 1 being the beginning. And while 10s can indicate 1s too, I do feel like you are closing out a cycle here, and you're going to be moving into new beginnings. This this does indicate, I think, for some of you, inner conflict. So if you're not going at you're not seeing conflict around you. You're like, what the heck is she talking about? This is inner conflict. I really feel, even though it's in the top row, I was just told some of you, this is your own fears, your own lessons you have to learn, your shadow self that you have to work through. And it could involve having to move forward. It could involve having to leave something behind. It could involve moving into a new beginning, a new direction. You see, we have two cards here with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups, and both of these people have their backs to us. And that's because they're looking at something new. They're wanting something new. It's a new goal, a new desire, a new objective, and you could have some fear and anxiety over it. Okay, something that you're battling yourself over. And if you're not battling yourself, you could be battling others over. Maybe you're not fully supported by the people around you in this step in your life. And you're really having to, at this time, think about what it is you really want for yourself here with the Hermit card, and move forward. The Hermit does suggest all the answers you need are going to come from inside you. Nothing, the answers will not come from around you or from other people. You'll know when the answer is right for you, because it will come from inside you. There will be some sort of signal. Your gut might make a feeling. You'll just know. There could be some sort of knowingness there. I do feel like this month, well, nope, I gotta go back because it is over the High Priestess here. So, again, that emphasizes the Hermit card we've seen here. And the High Priestess this is your thoughts and where you're at here. It says, get balance, get meditating over this new beginning here. This is, again, the High Priestess. Or this is the Empress, excuse me. This is a new beginning. So there is some new beginning that you're not talking an awful lot about here with the Four of Pentacles. Definitely needing to get balanced here with the Two of Cups. Make some informed decisions. For some of you, this is not about having to make a decision. This is about a partnership or a relationship. I should not say a partnership, even though it could very well be a partnership. For some of you, this has nothing to do with making a decision. I'm getting a couple different stories here. For some of you, this is very much about relationships you're having issues in. Now, this could be a family relationship, a friendship. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Remember, this is a general reading, Leo. If you want a specific reading, hit me up. The information's below. Love to do it for you. Some of you, this is about having to make decisions. Decisions that are going to probably affect all those around you. Some of you are supported in that decision. Others of you, there could be conflict and disagreements about the decisions you're needing to make. I'm being told to let you know to go with what's in your heart, to follow your own guide with this. All the answers, excuse me. Excuse me. When I channel, sometimes the energy gets caught in my throat and I cough. Sorry about that, Leo. So, that could also mean you need to speak your own truth. The sheer fact that I'm having issues here in my throat chakra does let me know that within a certain situation around you, Leos need to step up and speak their own truth, defend their own ground, defend their own decisions in order to move forward. And that would make sense because it's an emotional decision or an emotional situation. I feel like there's some emotional situation or issue around you at this time, and it's a gamble. It's a gamble because you're not sure if it's going to pay off in a way that you need it to pay off here with the Eight of Cups. But this risk, this is indicating to me a gamble or a risk now, is on your mind, and it's an emotional. You can't see the end to this. You don't know how it's going to play out, whatever this is for you. It's going to be different for different ones of you. But it's definitely a path that is unclear. Yet I feel favorable because of the Nine of Cups. You've just recently entered probably into this with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. So I do feel like your heart's in this, but you're not sure how it's going to play out in your life or what the end result is. And in terms of relationships, the same thing. You're not sure how things are going to end up. If you've been having disagreements with people around you, or you have a conflictual situation, you're being advised doubly, triply. We have the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Hermit card in this deck that are all saying to trust your gut, to trust your instincts, and to go with what you know inside of yourself. So follow that path at this time, because what you're seeing is not what actually is. Things are not very clear to you on some front, and you're taking a risk and a gamble to move forward with it. These are the things that are on your mind. Definitely with the Nine of Cups, you've had a wish granted recently. It's going to be different for different ones of you, but karmic lessons. I really feel like a path has been entered for some of you. You're starting something new. This is a movement card and a victory card I'm feeling here. For those of you, for some of you, this is going to definitely apply. It feels like fate. Some sort of movement that was meant to happen, a situation that was meant to happen. And that's because there are karmic lessons. This is where you're meant to be, is what I'm being told. This is what you're meant to be doing. This is something that's going to bring you great happiness. Nine of Cups definitely indicates that. And again, movement here with the Six of Swords does tell me you've moved away from something that wasn't very fulfilling and into something that is much more in line with your heart and your soul. I do feel like some of you are moving away from unhealthy relationships, unhealthy work alliances, work partnerships, definitely taking lessons with you, and you're ready to move forward and learn new lessons, which is another message here with the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests that this new path has more lessons for you to learn to grow you even more, to advance you even more. And it's a positive direction. It's destiny. It's fated. This is exactly where you're going to be, and it's an improvement for your life. So, Leo, look at your life. Look at aspects of your life and see where this lines up for you. Some of you, definitely this is going to be within a social group, could be at home with family members. For others of you, this has nothing to do with relationships. This could do with work or a creative endeavor, an educational pursuit. There's movement here, though. Movement into or out of something, maybe both for some of you. It's an emotional decision, and it's an emotional time, and it's an emotional thing that you're working through. You've had to learn some pretty difficult lessons, take some challenging moves, even risks at this point. Maybe you're not fully supported in these movements, in your actions, but you're being advised to follow your heart, to follow your inner promptings and your intuition at this time. With the Six of Swords and movement, I do feel like, especially with Hangman underneath, that you're needing to learn to let go of stuff. Letting go. Hangman is about surrendering, sacrificing, letting go. And with that being said, there's a pause. So for some of you, there's a pause between letting go of something and the beginning of something else. That's because you need to let go. You need to learn the lesson and shift your perspective to something else. Okay, this could indicate delays, but they're only temporary. And it's begging you to detach, step back, and wait as you shift and work on yourself. Remember, temporary situation. So after the pause, and some of you have already gone through this. I was just told some of you have already went over that bridge. over that pause. But some of you have not. So movement will come after you've learned a lesson here and you've let go. Okay, so your thoughts are definitely on the risks you're taking, on the lessons you're learning, and you're working on your mindset now. You're trying to stay balanced now. You're trying to listen to your own self, and if you're not, you need to be. You need to be trusting your own intuition at this time. It's highly important because it's what's directing your vessel, your path in this world, your intuition, which is a connection with something higher and greater than you yourself. You are it and it is you. It's known by several names: God, the universe, source energy, the divine. It'll be different for different ones of you, but that connection is what's guiding you now. And for some of you, you are absolute, well, no, I was just told no. For all of you, you're absolutely right where you need to be right now. You're absolutely on the precipice of change to something greater, a journey of a different kind, and a movement into a new direction. And I just got chills all the way from my feet to the crown chakra. So that's confirmation that that's absolutely the case, Leo. So I have John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. I'm going to pull an additional message for you. What is it that Leo needs to know in addition to what's out here? Believe and succeed. First card out. And that's so funny because that's the bow of a boat. And here we have a boat. So you're definitely heading into a new direction. Again, a 6 here. 6. So I do feel like you're following your lessons. You're learning new lessons. You've probably recently learned some new lessons. What I'm hearing is if you believe in yourself, you will succeed with this. Even if you don't see where you're going, go. Because you're going to start seeing things as you move forward. It's kind of like you're in a boat moving through fog. But as you get into that fog, you'll start seeing around you things. And eventually you may move throughout the fog may break. Whatever it is, you need to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, and put out there exactly what you want and believe in it. There's success here for some of you. You've made great decisions recently, and with the 9 of Cups, that's definitely a possibility. The 9 of Cups indicate wishes being granted at this time, which is very beautiful. And it's very fulfilling to you emotionally. Manifest comes out. So yes, again, this is all about being capable of manifesting the future you want by focusing on what you believe. You're now also entering into a time that you manifested in the past. So some of the things some of you are going through, you've recently had on your goal list. For example, some of you may have wanted a new home. Now you're living in it. Some of you may have wanted to start a new job. Now you're in the new job. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're actually now entering or in already a circumstance, a reality. Your reality is a manifestation that you brought in from the past because you believed it and worked on it and kept pursuing it and focusing on it in a positive and favorable way. That's beautiful. And the bottom was master. You are definitely the master of your universe, the master of your reality, Leo. You can have, do, or be anything you want if only you believe. You will succeed. Again, we have 6. Here's 5 plus 1, which is a 6, and 1, which is you. You are the master. Okay, so definitely entering new journeys, recent lessons now learned, on to new lessons. I feel like some of you have definitely, there was a fork in the road and you've made a decision. You've entered in something new. So good luck and congratulations. those are your messages. I hope they resonate. If you happen to like the reading, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Also the little thumbs up under the video. YouTube and myself, we love seeing that. It lets us know that you appreciate the content that I'm posting here. Thank you so much for coming in and watching this today. And until next time, Leo, love and light always. Namaste.